What's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? Southern Guy here, and this is your official WWE SmackDown live review for the December 13th episode of SmackDown Live. This is the WWE SmackDown live review results for December 12, 13, 16, 2016. December 13th. Hosted by Tom Phillips, Wild Auto, Jobber Bradshaw Leafield, David Otago was on announced team. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon watched footage from last week's IC title match, and they see James Ellsworth was clearly had some type of cold because he keeps sneezing. Shane asks how James is going to face AJ Styles if he is sick. Like this is so they seem to send him home and he recovers. Meanwhile, they are going to have a new #1 contenders match tonight for the WWE World Heavyweight title. Miz TV with the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz and Maurice, guest WWE Champion AJ Styles. AJ says that James has come down with a little chin flu, and he says that when they eventually have the match, he will destroy James Ellsworth in the middle of the ring. They laughed about it, cut jokes, then they kissed each other's butts for a while before AJ is asked what's next for him. He doesn't know, although because John Cena and Dean Ambrose, there is no one else out there. He doesn't know of anyone else out there with is on his level. Miz agrees, but he does add that he has taken the Intercontinental title and made it legendary. Then Miz goes on to say he's above AJ's level. This which leads to a confrontation between the Miz and AJ Styles. Dolph Ziggler, which is seriously WWE legendary as well to square off, but Dean Ambrose quickly interrupts, followed by Dolph Ziggler, who grabs the microphone and says that AJ and Miz can't seem to win a match without cheating. Ziggler makes a comment about Maurice that earned him a skull crush finale, and then Dean Ambrose takes Miz down with a dirty deed. Styles simply leaves the ring, and then Ambrose hits dirty deeds on Dolph Ziggler too, out of nowhere. Luke Harper appears in the ring and nails Ambrose with a lariat before pointing at AJ Styles' title. AJ Styles asked Daniel Bryan and Shane if he's going to protect for protection. They announced that Ambrose / Ziggler / Harper / Miz elimination match tonight for the winner gets a shot at the WWE title on the December 27th edition of SmackDown Live. Nikki Bella joins the announce table for a color commentary. Natty takes the microphone and tells Nikki that she was not the one who attacked her at Survivor Series, but Carmella. Then music hits and cuts her off. Natalya versus Carmella. Natty fights out Nikki Bella's. She gets in Nikki's face, but then shoves Nikki out of the way and nails Carmella to prevent her from hitting Nikki. Natty is still distracted there, and Carmella cradles her for the win. Winner Viva Pinfall. Carmella defeated Natalya at 9 minutes and 6 seconds. Gabriel Iglesias does a bit with Apollo Crews until Miz and Maurice shows up to try to keep him down. Gabriel blasts and jokes, and hopefully that's the end of his cameo. #1 Contenders match, tag team battle royal, American Alpha versus Hype Bros versus Beauty and the Man Beast versus Breezango, the Von Villains, and the Ascension. In this match, with winners was Zack Ryder and the Hype Bros win at 13 minutes and 33 seconds. Alexa Bliss cuts a promo in the ring, announces before he can mention her opponent. The champ says that I do not clearly cases, so she referred to her opponent, a local athlete, as James Ellsworth, and then forms her in the face and then tosses her out of the ring. Becky comes out and cuts her off and apologizes for asking for a rematch with Alexa Bliss did not even was in the ring gear, but since then both of them were wearing that gear. Becky asks for a rematch right now, but quickly Becky got her match not tonight. Alexa quickly leaves the ring, but then Shane McMahon makes an appearance to interrupt the segment and makes the rematch right now. WWE Women's title match, Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch. We see a forearm before rolling her back in the ring, but Bliss goes out of the outside and favors her knee. Becky tries to go out and follow her, but the ref backs her up and continues the count as Alexa Bliss is counted out of the ring. Winner via countout, Becky Lynch at 4 minutes and 32 seconds. A post-match fight reveals that Alexa's knee is just fine, and she takes a bit of a beating before bailing to the outside and setting her knee again. John Cena returns in 2 weeks. They announced a promo for John Cena. John Cena returns to 2 weeks to SmackDown Live. WWE Champion AJ Styles joins the announced table for color commentary. #1 Contenders match, fatal 4-way match. Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler versus the Miz Intercontinental Champion with Maurice versus Luke Harper. The match starts off with Harper making his entrance, then Dean Ambrose, then Dolph Ziggler leaving. Miz terrified in the corner for the IC title championship. This collapse offers a team up, but Harper misses with a clothesline on Ziggler, and then leaving he and Ambrose to send him out to the outside. Ziggler gets a roll up of the Miz for 2, but he quickly uses a baseball slide to keep Ambrose and Harper from entering the ring, and then does the guest kicks to Ziggler, thirst mocking Daniel Bryan. He misses on the last one, but he still gets in the corner. His corner drop kicks on Ziggler. Ambrose interrupts with a third one, and then drives in onto Harper, but gets caught. Harper boots Ambrose down and quickly gets in the ring and nails Ziggler with a vicious backbreaker. A slingshot on the second rope, and Ziggler reeling. It gets a 2 count for Harper. Harper uses more throat thrust on Ziggler and then takes him into the opponent into the corner for more punishment of the back. Harper then goes outside to the Irish whip Ambrose into the barricade, but then he goes after the Miz, but the IC title champion retreats back in the ring as he gets a torture rack on Ziggler, but Ambrose grabs Harper for the dirty deeds. Ziggler breaks that up with a super kick. Harper with lariat Ziggler, and then Ambrose clothesline. Then Dean Ambrose clothesline Harper. It return. Miz quickly comes in and steals a trio of 2 counts, but Ambrose suddenly catches Miz with an inside cradle to eliminate him at 6 minutes and 48 seconds. We take our commercial break. Welcome back. Ziggler kicking out of a freshman suplex from Ambrose with a swing backbreaker. Just another near fall. We now go to offense with a snap suplex for 2. Then he heads up for a top to the top. Ziggler runs up with the ropes, however. Harper runs but puts Ziggler on his shoulders, however. Ziggler catches him with a zigzag, but Ambrose then hits the top rope, knocking clothesline on Ziggler. It gets 2 through and dissolves Ziggler through a series of pinfalls, builds until knocking each other down. With a crossbody collision in the middle of the ring, Harper boots both guys, and then catch with Dean Ambrose with a powerbomb on Ziggler. Gets another very close near football. Harper in the corner. Both guys go on both guys, but Ziggler managed to get a super kick, and Ambrose drops Harper with the dirty deeds, eliminating Luke Harper at 15 minutes and 14 seconds. We're down to the final match. We're now down to the final. Ambrose versus Ziggler. Both guys are exhausted. Ziggler opens up with a clothesline and a neck breaker, but misses an elbow. Dean uses his time to crawl up of the apron, and Ziggler allows him the slingshot into the corner. Dean Ambrose managed to roll Ziggler back into the ring and crawl onto the top rope, but Ziggler runs up and nails him with a face buster. Dean gets out outside cradle out now nowhere through then knocking each other with clotheslines. At the same time, Miz back now for some reason, so Ziggler freshly goes after him. However, Ambrose takes down the Miz with a top suicide Nana, and Ziggler super kicks the IC champion. Dean Ambrose tosses Ziggler back into the ring post and rolls him up into the ring. But when he tries to roll back in the ring, Miz grabs Dean Ambrose's foot. Dean nails Miz and then goes back into the ring, where Ziggler super kicks Dean Ambrose, super kicks him, and gets the huge win at 19 minutes and 16 seconds. Winner Dean Ambrose defeats the winner Ziggler, 19 minutes and 16 seconds. So there's your winner, guys, tonight in the Fatal 4-Way elimination match. Dolph Ziggler at 19 minutes and 16 seconds. He will face AJ Styles for the WWE World Title. So there you have it. There's your SmackDown review for tonight. Oh yeah, by the way, let me mention something at the end of that segment with AJ Styles. So we're gonna see Dean Ambrose. We're gonna see Dolph Ziggler versus AJ Styles probably next week for the WWE World Title. I'm not sure. It said 27th episode of SmackDown, but that is your official review. Now we got Dean Ambrose. I heard earlier in a report, Dean Ambrose is now feuding with The Miz. So now we got a matchup between now we got a feud between Dean Ambrose and